Chapter 12, Procreate 4.3, What's New? In this chapter I'll cover all the new features and minor updates in Procreate 4.3. There are some great new features added and some are removed. You now can finally add text in Procreate, share your layers separately and even make small animations. You can now make one layer visible with a single action. Add pressure streamline to all of your brushes, and new blend modes have been added. How to check your Procreate version. You can check the version of Procreate when you're in the gallery and tap on the name Procreate in the upper left corner. Then a new window opens with the version build. This chapter is made with version 4.3. Tap on the screen or on the X in the upper right corner to return to the gallery. Live broadcast removed. In Procreate 4.2 you could do a live broadcast from your iPad broadcasting through third-party apps such as Mobcrush, Periscope and YouTube. This feature has been removed from Procreate 4.3 because now you can broadcast from your iPad. Text. This is a feature everybody has been waiting for. You can now add text in Procreate and edit it. When you go to the actions, look for Add Text. Tap on it, and you see a new window, and your keyboard shows up. Type in Procreate Text. The text will be in the color you have already selected. When you want to change the color of the text, first select the text by tapping on the text box. Then double tap on it. From the menu, select All. Now your text is selected. Tap on the color menu and choose the color you want. Tap on the canvas to return to the text edit menu. On the upper right corner of your iPad, tap on the blue button Edit Style. The Edit Style menu opens. Choose font. On the left you can choose your font. You can scroll through all the fonts that are installed on your iPad. Choose Style. Then you can choose the style of your font. Each font has several styles and some only have one style to choose from. You can change the style into regular, bold and italic, depending on the font you choose. Choose Design. Then you can choose the design of the font. Size. Adjust the size of the font by dragging the sliders from left to right. Kerning. With kerning you can adjust the space between each letter or number. Tracking. With tracking you can change the spacing between all the letters in a word. Leading. With leading you can change the space between each line of text by adjusting the slider from left to right. Baseline. You can also adjust the baseline of your text. When you drag the slider to the left, the baseline will move downwards. When you adjust the slider to the right, the baseline will go up. Opacity. Adjust the opacity of your text by dragging the slider to the left. Adjust attributes. On the right you can adjust the attributes of the text. On top you can adjust the alignment of the text. The first button is to align the text to the left. The second button is to align the text to the center. The third button aligns the text to the right. The last button is the Align Justify. With Justify, the align margins on the left and right are the same. The last line in the paragraph will be aligned to the left. There's also a button to underline all of your text or make an outline of the text. You can also turn on Caps Lock for all your text by turning on the toggle. If you want to go back to lowercase, toggle it off. Text box menu. When you double tap on the text box of the text box menu opens. Cut. When you select Cut, you will cut the text selection you've made. Copy. When you select Copy, you will copy the text selection you have made. Select all. With Select All, you will select the entire text that is in the text box. Some new options appear in the menu. Delete. Tap Delete to delete the entire text. Paste with Format. Tap and Paste with Format to paste a text in the same format you have copied the text from. This could be from another app like Pages. Paste. Tap on Paste to paste in the text you have copied to the clipboard. Vertical Orientation. Tap on Vertical Orientation if you want your text to be vertical. The text will be written from right to left. This is for Oriental countries. Horizontal Orientation. By default, the text is set to horizontal orientation. If you want to return from a vertical orientation, choose Horizontal Orientation. Stayf tip. When you are done editing your text and go outside the text edit screen and want to make some adjustments to your text like applying a new color with color drop, your text will be rasterized and you can no longer edit it. Rasterize. The text will be editable if you don't rasterize it. If you want to morph your text and transform it, you need to first rasterize it. Tap on the layer of the text and tap on it again to open up the menu. Choose Rasterize to rasterize your text. Stayf tip. Once you have rasterized the text, you can no longer edit it. You can of course undo the action, but you can also duplicate the text layer first and keep it in an editable text and rasterize the duplicated layer. Import. You can also import other fonts into Procreate by pressing on Import. The import screen opens and you can import fonts from the cloud or from your iPad. Tap on My iPad and choose Procreate in the Files app. There's a separate folder called Fonts. This is where you can upload your fonts. Importing fonts. There are 3 ways you can import fonts in Procreate. AirDrop. If you have a Mac computer, you can export fonts to your iPad using AirDrop. Open Finder on your Mac and select AirDrop. When your iPad is open, you will see it in AirDrop. Open another Finder screen and find fonts you want to export from your Mac. Drag them on your iPad AirDrop icon. Fonts have the extension .otf or .ttf. When you drag the fonts into AirDrop, a pop-up screen opens on your iPad. You can choose in what app you want to import the fonts. Choose Files. Then a new window opens with a few options: iCloud Drive, and any other cloud service you have installed on your iPad. The other option is On My iPad. Tap on My iPad. Look for Procreate. Procreate has a folder called Fonts. Tap on it to select it, and then tap on Add in the upper right corner. The font is imported in the Procreate font folder. Import fonts from Dropbox. If you're using Dropbox, you can export fonts to Procreate. Open Dropbox and look for the fonts you want to export to Procreate. Tap on the font and then on the 3 little dots in the upper right corner. Then press on Export. A drop-down menu opens. Tap on Copy to Procreate. The font is imported in Procreate. When you go to the Files browser, tap on My iPad and select Procreate. You see that there is a font folder. Tap on it and you see the fonts you have just exported to Procreate. They are stored in this folder. Drag and drop fonts onto Canvas. You can also drag and drop fonts onto the canvas in Procreate. Open up the Files app and Procreate. Make a split screen and drag the Files app to the left. On the right, Procreate is open. In the Files app, choose On My iPad and open the Files folder in the Procreate folder. Select the font you want to import. Drag the font to the canvas in Procreate. The font is imported in Procreate. Stayf tip. If you don't have a Mac computer and still want to import fonts on your iPad, you can use the app AnyFont. It's available on the App Store. Go to the App Store and download the app first. The advantage of using AnyFont is that the fonts are stored in the basic structure of your iPad, and you can use the fonts in any app, not only Procreate. Share layers. You can now share the layers in Procreate as a PDF, as separate PNG files, and as an animated GIF. This allows you to make animations in Procreate. Select the wrench or action button and select Share. Under the section Share Layers, you'll find the Layers Export options. PDF. When you choose PDF, all of your layers will be exported as separate pages in a PDF. When you press on PDF, you have 3 PDF qualities to choose from: good, better, and best. When you press on one of these settings, the PDF will be exported, and you can then choose where you want to export it to. PNG. You can also share all of your layers in separate PNGs. Tap on PNG and all of your layers will be exported as single PNGs. This is great if you want the best quality for exporting your artwork. Stayf tip. You can make animations in Procreate when you use every layer as a new keyframe in your animation. When you export it as a PNG, you can send it to your Mac or PC to import it into an editing program to make an animation with it. Animated GIF. You can now export your layers as an animated GIF. Select Animated GIF. A new window opens with a small preview screen. Under the preview screen you can adjust the frames per second from 0.1 up to 60 frames per second. You can also export the animation with a transparent background when you toggle it off. By default, the toggle is on. You can export it with Web Ready. This is the lowest quality setting to export the animation. When you press on Full Resolution, you will export the animation with the best quality. Press on it and the animation is rendered. You can now choose where you want to export the animated GIF to. Solo visibility layers. When working in Procreate, you sometimes have a lot of layers. If you just want to see the layer you're working on, you can now just view a solo layer when you tap and hold the check mark on your layer. All of the other layers will be hidden from view. When you want to see all of the layers, press and hold the check mark again. Pressure Streamline Brushes. You can edit all of the brushes in Procreate. When you select the brush and tap on it again, the Brush Edit menu opens. Under the Tap pencil, you can now adjust the smoothing of the pressure you apply to your stylus. This works great for brushes that are tapered. If you want a smoother transition between thick and thin lines, just increase the percentage of the slider. New blend modes. In Procreate 4.3 there are new blend modes added. When you go to the layers, press on the N. You'll get a drop-down of the blend modes. They're divided in sections. In the darken section, darker color is added. Under lighten, lighter color is added. Under contrast, vivid light, linear light, pin light, and hard mix are added. Under difference, divide is added. Just try out all of these new blend modes to achieve the effect you want. Want to learn everything about Procreate 4.3? Then get the Procreate 4 video manual on Apple Books or Vimeo On Demand for only $4.99. Learn all the features in Procreate 4.3 with over 2 hours of video tutorials. The links are in the description below this video.